So you've heard of the bacon explosion, but this is not bacon. This is not even beef.
It's not even exploded yet, by golly.
Could we explode it? This is the summer of extreme barbecue, and we'll put a twist on things coming up next on GrateTV.
Fire it up.
Here we go from the birthplace of American barbecue. It's GrateTV time. Three-time South Carolina state champion Jack Waybor is here with us. Also CarolinaPitmasters.com. I'm Bill West from BarbecueTricks.com. Also email to either one of us. We love getting it.
That's right.
Bill@GrateTV.com or Jack@GrateTV.com.
Make sure you get on the Facebook page and subscribe, Bill. You know, we still have that elusive 1,000th like going on.
By now, by the time they see this, it'll be done.
It should be. We're in the 900s right now, so we're still waiting for those last couple of people. Tell everybody you know. Get on the Facebook page at GrateTV and give us a like. This is the Summer of Extreme Barbecue. The last show we blowtorched a steak. That was always fun. Today we're going to do an explosion. Props to the fellas who do the bacon explosion.
I've heard of it. I don't know the website exactly.
They were the ones that kind of gave me the inspiration for this whole thing, Bill. I needed something different. I was doing a demonstration one time, and I needed something a little different to do a demo on, and I wanted to do what was called an Italian fatty at that point in time. We all know that a fatty, for those of us who don't know
actually.
A fatty is sausage, bulk sausage that is stuffed. And it's called, bulk sausage is called chub sausage. So you got your basic Jimmy Dean sausage that you buy in the roll.
Okay. In the tube.
In the tube. And that's called a chub. And that's what meat cutters call a chub.
I will take my
so
glass.
you start, oh, Bill doesn't have his sunglasses.
You know what? I don't have...
I got beer. I'm into the beer today.
While you're doing that, Mary, this is GrateTV, the show that's about, a beer and wine.
That's right.
So we got the sausage.
So you take your sausage and you generally stuff it with cheese or vegetables or something along those lines, and then the original fatty, you rolled that up and sealed it, and then went ahead and put it on the grill with some rub on it or some seasoning of some kind, and you grilled it usually Friday night because you needed something to eat, and then you ate that either Friday night or maybe sometimes I've heard of breakfast fatties where you scramble up eggs and so on and so forth. But anyway, I was looking for something a little different. So I'm walking through the grocery store trying to figure out what I want to do. And I wanted to do something Italian. I wanted to make something. I was in a mood for a pizza. So I figured, well, why not buy bulk Italian sausage? You can buy bulk Italian sausage and build something out of that. And then the name came about because, by golly, Italian fatty just doesn't sound good. Guido is definitely something that's always been referred to as Italian. Where I grew up, Guido was not a derogatory thing. It was always you always had Father Guido or Guido something going on in the Italian world.
Father Guido Sarducci.
So that's right. So I decided to call this the Fat Guido, which is exactly what it is. I made Fat Guidos for a demonstration, and then I decided it was time to go ahead and just take it one step further and make the Fat Guido explosion.
We better get going because there's a lot to do, right?
In the Fat Guido explosion, you actually wrap it in a bacon weave. Ahead of time, you have to make a bacon weave, and I believe that we have some footage on how to make a bacon weave. I have time-lapse photography
of you doing the bacon weave. Look at that, it's done already.
And then ahead of time, you have to make what's called crostini, which is you take some bread, usually a baguette of some kind, and make it, you toast it. Okay. Usually with a little butter or a little olive oil and then some kind of seasoning of some sort. Usually when I do it, I use extra virgin olive oil and a little bit of garlic. When meat comes out of a grinder, it's always in one line. It always comes out and it's always one line, and you want to kind of get all the grains of the meat to kind of come together more like a meatball. I set down a Ziploc bag on top of my board to kind of use as a guide. This is the trick, to make it the same size as, in other words, I'm going to make this the same size as the bag. So we kind of press it out, and you want to press it out relatively thin because you want it to, you don't want it to take a lot of years to cook in the grill, because it does get to be a bit of a big piece. So you press it out. So basically, you have yourself a sausage. In this case, an Italian sausage, nice little pancake, and we're on plastic, so it's going to be easy for us to roll up. And you want to make sure that you're sealing it up real well, just like that. And then I always take it and flip it and make sure that I get the other side sealed up well too. So we're on a board, and we're looking good, and we're sealed up kind of nice. And then we add our meats. Well, meats if you're making pizza, meat is, important. Well, first you need pizza sauce. So we have a little bit of pizza sauce here. You can use pizza sauce, or you can use Italian, like marinara, or you can use spaghetti sauce, whatever it is that you want to use. I find, regular store-bought pizza sauce to be relatively inexpensive. And then you add your cheese. And if Mary would get into the cooler there and get my cheese out, I'd appreciate it. We have that staying chilly, because it's important.
So this is like a meat pizza right now.
It really is. Well, it's going to be a meat pizza when we're done with it. That's for darn sure. There should be some cheese in there. There it is.
Seems like there's a lot of ingredients here.
Yeah, well, it's just like making a pizza. So you lay some cheese down, and I have 3 pieces of cheese here, so we'll go ahead and roll that right on there like that. You want to leave a little bit of, room on the ends, because you're going to need to seal this thing up. All right? And then we're going to add our meats to it. And in this particular case, we have ham. Oh, that looks good, didn't it, Bill?
It looks fantastic.
We have ham. We have capricole, which is an Italian cured ham.
Okay,
Genoa salami. Pepperoni.
So we've got a lot, like I said, a lot of ingredients. You buy all these things separately, and you got a long grocery list.
Yeah, you can buy this separately. I tell you what really kind of struck me when I was thinking about this. I was walking through a grocery store, and the grocery store that I was walking through sold Italian subs. And I thought, well, why would I want to go ahead and buy all those ingredients by the pound when I could just go ahead and buy an Italian sub? And I had them not assemble the sub for me. And then I went ahead.
What do you mean?
I told them not to assemble the sub on the bread. I told them to put all the ingredients in separate containers.
Really?
Yes. So then I had my roll, my meat, I had the cheese, and then I asked them to go ahead and take the vegetables that I normally put onto the sub. I told them to put that in a separate bag and put Italian sub dressing, sometimes called Beano's, in the bag, and the vegetables actually marinated in the
Beano's?
Beano's, it's called. And
unrelated to the thing you take to keep from having gas?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, unrelated. And now it's a sub dressing. And you can buy boar's head sub dressing. It's good too. So we add our vegetables to it, and there it is right there. That's the inside, the interior stuffing of our bacon explosion, or our fat Guido.
So the quick thing is, instead of buying all the meat and the vegetables, you can order an Italian sub.
That's right.
Unassembled. And they didn't give you any grief when you first asked for it.
None at all.
Because you think they might.
No.
And it's like a few bucks in, and you've got the starters, everything except the sausage, pretty much.
Except the sausage.
And bacon.
And then you kind of roll it on up, just like this, and you seal it all nice and good. And then if somebody on the set would bring over the bacon weave, I'm going to stand.
Thank you,
I hope the camera has got me standing, because now I got it all nice and sealed up, right? And that looks wonderful. All right, we're going to switch this cutting board out for the other cutting board that's got the bacon we've already made on it. And then I'm going to pull this bacon. I'm going to pull the stuffed sausage chub off of the thing, upside down, just the way it is, because I want this to be in the bacon weave, because that's how it looks pretty. And you roll it on off of here. You put it on the weave, just like that, and then you take the bacon weave and you roll it up on.
So without the bacon, it's a Fat Guido. With the bacon, it's the Fat Guido explosion.
Fat Guido explosion.
Okay.
And now we go ahead and we roll all this up, and we get it all on there looking good, right? And now we have our seam, and because we have a seam, we're going to want it to look fantastic. So we make sure we get out a little bit of rub, and we're using Buzz's butt dust today. We season up this side a little bit, just like this. Whoa, that looks good, doesn't it, Bill?
Yeah.
All right, then we take the whole thing and we roll it on over.
How long is this thing going to take to cook?
About an hour.
About an hour?
About an hour.
As thick as that is?
Yes. And then we roll it on over. And look at how that looks right there. That makes a fantastic appearance. You go ahead and season up this side, and then off to the grill you go.
We're going to put it on the grill, the gas grill today, but you could certainly do this on a smoker with whatever kind of wood you want.
That's right. You can do it on a smoker, you can do it on a gas grill, you can do it on a regular grill. This is a wonderful piece. It is, without a doubt, one of the truly great things. When you slice it down and put it on the crostini, it makes a wonderful appetizer for your party. I'm going to go ahead and change my gloves out. I'm going to carry this on over to the grill. And while I'm carrying it over to the grill, we're going to see a few great plates, Bill.
Let's take a look. And remember, if you have any great place to send us, real easy to do, just go to the website, GrateTV.com, click on the submit button, or you can even email them to jack@GrateTV.com or bill@GrateTV.com, even Facebook, we'll get them.
Yeah, you can send them on the Facebook page, whatever you want to do.
So that's been cooking off how long about?
This has been about an hour. We cooked this, we got it done right now. The cool thing about this is, when I went in and we told the Italian sub story, and I went in and got the Italian sub, I also got the roll. So we made the crostinis out of the sub roll. So we're actually
in other words, sub unassembled.
Right.
Not only do you get the slices of the meat, the dressings and everything.
Everything comes with the sub. All I did was
the sub rolls.
Oh yeah, all I'm doing is taking this Italian sub and packing it in a different wrapper. And whenever you have something going on like this, especially if you want to serve it at a party or something like that, you need a carrier. So the carrier is actually the crostini bread that we made over here. So here's the presentation. You take the bread, and you get yourself a spoon. I had a spoon. There it is. And you drop just a little dab of pizza sauce right on the bread, like this. That looks pretty tasty, huh? Kind of wiggle it around on there a little bit. That looks yummy. And then we go ahead and we find our spot where we want to be. Extreme knife, by the way. And you just go ahead and you cut yourself open a little bit of this. Oh, look at that, Bill. Tell me that doesn't look good. And then you cut it, and you cut it kind of thin as you like. And then you take the whole disc and you put it down on top of the bread, like this. Right? And then you take a little bit more of your pizza sauce.
Now it's pink on the inside, but that's the ham.
That's the ham and the pizza sauce. You pop just a little dab of this on here. And I tell you what, if I was even going to go do this one more time, I may go ahead and put a little something white on top of there, like maybe a little bit of Alfredo sauce or garlic cream sauce. And there is your Fat Guido to serve your guests.
Make me one.
And that is wonderful. We got a few of them to eat because I'm sure the crew's going to want to eat too. So we'll cut a couple of them up and get everybody.
We have a crew?
Get everybody satisfied.
We do have a crew now. We have
yes,
Mary,
we have a whole crew.
MJ.
And this, gang, is called the Fat Guido Explosion, invented right here on GrateTV. What a great idea.
If you're feeling a little Italian, you ever felt a little Italian? There's a joke there.
There's a joke.
I'm not going to...
I'm feeling a joke.
All right.
A little bit of pizza sauce on each piece of bread. Put down the disc on top. 1, 2.
How does it look?
Great.
Good.
3.
Can't wait.
So you haven't. This is the debut of the Fat Italian.
This is
the Fat Guido.
This is the debut of the Fat Guido on Internet Podcast TV. You may have seen a little bit on Barbecue Superstars.
I'm sorry, the Fat Guido,
Fat Guido
Explosion. to make it extreme.
Yes, we made the Fat Guido, and then we took it one step further. And we made it the Fat Guido Explosion.
And we don't normally do the full recipes and all that. Maybe we'll start doing that. GrateTV.com. I'm sure you could search Fat Guido. Let me try one.
Tell me that doesn't look like $1 million.
All right. The taste test.
The taste test. Let's get into it. I can't wait.
Take this one right
I'm
here.
going to take this one right here.
Until next time, every Thursday we'll upload a new Summer of Extreme Barbecue episode here at GrateTV.com.
Buy local, think global, stay sustainable, and every chance you get, hug your mama.
Oh yeah.
Man, that's good.
That's an Italian explosion there.
That's the Fat Guido Explosion at its best.
Mm-hmm.
See y'all next weekend. Tell me that again.
Is it good?